Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of a female in heat kind of video. In the first part I talked about the symptoms, how I knew she's going in heat, how long it lasted, and how it was for us. And in this video I am going to focus about why I kept her intact. Am I planning to keep her intact? Also, am I planning to breed her? Am I planning to spay her? If yes, then when? If you are interested in this type of content, then definitely subscribe. Press that notification bell button because I never know when I upload. So that's very useful for you to press it. And let's jump right into the video because I have a feeling it's going to be quite long. I have a feeling this is gonna be the most hated video on my channel. I said that before in the previous video. I do get a lot of hate comments because everything is apparently so controversial about like dog and dog raising, and apparently there's only a good way of raising your dog, and I am definitely different, okay, with my approach of raising my dog Argentina. So I have like a bunch of reasons here. I put it down because it's quite a lot to talk about. I have a feeling this video might be a little bit long, so stay with me. Okay, so first let's talk about why I have decided to keep my dog intact for now. So first thing first, I will say that I do plan to spay my dog when she turns 2 years old, okay? So yes, I am one of those people who wait full 2 years for her dog to fully develop, okay? To her joints to develop, to her bones grow, because I believe that the dog needs the sex hormones to grow, okay? Especially with males, you would want the dog to wait because it is proven that the dog won't grow to its full potential, okay? Like the bones just stop growing and you will have a smaller dog. And especially with the big breeds, I believe that I got a big breed, a big dog, so she can grow to her full potential. If I wanted a smaller dog, I would just get a smaller breed. So that's the first thing. I really wanted her to grow and everything inside her to grow first before I take those hormones out. Apparently they are very important for the dog's growth. The second thing is that intact dogs, especially the males, they have like the full personality, I would say. They are more determined. If you do any sport with the dog, it's better to keep them intact. Well, like with the personal protection, for example, the males, they are more determined, you know, the testosterone like goes through them, so they definitely perform better. So that's a huge plus for me, and I do like it about her that she has that spark in her and that she is not more mellow, perhaps, if I spay her early. The next one is obesity in dogs and shorter lifespan. So this is also like some studies and whatnot that show that the dog has shorter lifespan when spayed, and it goes into obesity. There might be some behavioral issue. I have made a research and read that there can be some separation anxiety. Next thing would be that there is always a chance in surgery that something will go wrong, and many dogs lose their life. Like my friend had their female spayed very early, and she has some problems with holding her pee. I read somewhere that this can be related to that, so she was on a medication her entire on the medication her entire life, and those medications were quite expensive, to be honest with you. So if I can avoid that, that would be great. But again, there is still the chance there is something wrong gonna happen when I do spay her in next year. Keeping the dog intact prevents some kind of cancers. I know, like probably many people will tell me in the comments, you should spare your dog because otherwise it's gonna like die of cancer. And I believe this is ovary cancer, memory breast, ovary cancer, and pyometria. That's what the dog can get if it's not spayed. In the pyometria, I think it's in older dogs, but I read that some of dogs had it at young age, so that's definitely would be to spay. But I know that there are some kind of cancer to prevent, and actually my old dog, she died of cancer and she was spayed at 6 weeks. I don't know if this is related or not. My old dog had a lot of health problems, so maybe it's not related at all, but I did came across information that it does prevent some kind of cancer. Another reason why to keep your dog intact or delay the spay is to prevent hip dysplasia and joint problems. I think it's connected with the growth, right? It won't grow as it should, so it can cause some problems. So again, I will wait 2 years to make sure everything is fully developed before I spay her. I know you can do like x-ray, at 1 year old, a year and a half, and see if the dog fully grown or not, and then make the decision based on that. But x-ray is just so expensive. If I wanted to do it, it would be like 1,000 minimum and I would just rather keep her intact at that point. And my last point is hormonal imbalance and loss of confidence. So again, those sex hormones seems to be so important. And yeah. Now, do I plan to breed her or not? My answer is no. I do not plan to breed Harley. I don't think so this is gonna change. I don't know. It's like, if I breed her, I would do all the health testing, okay? I would make sure that she has good hips, that she won't carry any potential, bad DNA to pass on the puppies, and so the puppies wouldn't have any health problems, because I don't want to bring more unhealthy dogs to this world. There's way too many dogs. I think if I wanted to breed dogs, I would just get another dog and do it right. So went to the rinse and have my dog registered in everything with the papers. So no, I won't breed her. I am pretty positive that I won't do it. I will plan to spay her at 2 years old. I don't think so I can keep her intact and go through the heat for such a long time. If you watched my previous video, then you know that I was pretty fed up with that. So I think she will go into one more heat, and then I will spay her, like, I would hope like next year, like January or February, because that's when I will have budget for that. Like, I could do it now too, but I would rather wait, as long as possible. Like, another reason why I don't spay her, it's because I don't go to dog parks. I don't go to what's that called, puppy daycares or dog daycares. And because I know that if you don't spay your dog, like, you are not allowed to those places anyway. But dogs like to pick up, the spayed neutral dogs like to pick up on the dog which is not fixed, because it smells different, it's different, and perhaps they just like confused, so it might cause fight. Also, another reason why do you want to spay your dog or neuter your dog early is if you have multiple dogs in the house, like different genders, then it might be really hard for you to keep them away from making a mistake, to like have puppies or whatnot. But yeah, like, that's something to consider. I know that some places where you wanna live require the dog to be spayed, but what there is, you know what, like, do your own research, you know, like, do what's the best for you and for your dog. If you feel like spaying neutering your dog will make your life so much easier, and you do not care about the dog, you know, growing to full potential, or you don't want your male to have that testosterone and be that sharp self, and you want more calm, more mellow dog, or you know, you wanna fix them early, because I know in male they can, you know, develop humping and marking, and even if you spay them after at 2-3 years, it's probably won't fix that. As I know that some people keep males intact, they, you know, become a true male, so they will become territorial, or they have some like you know, behavioral problems, and you wanna do it later, it will probably won't fix anything. So at that point, you know, you just have to do it super early. This topic is just so tough, because each of us has different needs, each of us wants different stuff from a dog. And I actually had an intact dog. He was never bred, it was a male, and he lived a long happy life. He was never sick, he never saw vet, he was only going to a vet when there was something. No, he will only go to vet when he needed his shots, and he got sick only one through his entire life. He did not like other dogs. It was a rough collie. Well, you know, he grew up, and he didn't really like other dogs, especially one husky. So he was a little bit reactive and whatnot, but yeah, he was intact his entire life, and never any problems really, no marking. He was pretty calm guy, no behavioral problems at all. It was a little bit annoying because obviously, well, in Poland we don't really fix our animals. So whenever there was a female in the neighborhood which was in heat, he definitely smelled it and like wanted to go out like at 5 a.m. in the morning. Okay, I was a young teenage girl back then. It was just like the worst thing ever. Okay, my dog waking me up so early. So yeah, again, there is pluses and minuses to everything, pros and cons, and you are the one who should choose based on your own needs. In North America, we pay every single animal because there is so many unwanted animals in a pet shelter. So I do understand the importance of fixing the animals. But if you are a responsible person and you can keep this animal under control, there is like no need to do it, and it shouldn't be shamed and pushed so hard to fix every single animal. There is many places you can take your unfixed dogs. They just won't let you in, and I just feel like this is not fair. Okay, I know that this world is so PC and people can take care of a fish, but like, let people choose what's best for them and for their animals. Okay, so yeah. So I think this is for today. Very important video. It will probably give me a lot of hate, like I said, but I am ready for that. Bring it on. And please leave that comment down below if you are planning to spay your dog, or you are planning to fix your dog. I am really interested in your opinion, and please subscribe, and I hope I will see you with my next video. Bye guys.